Barrel rolls is the reporter thrown into the secretive world of the Forex Super Model, where nothing is as it seems. Beware the techno-monk, and steer clear of Professor Code and his two assistants. Give the senior trader a wide berth, and don't expect any sense from the risk manager.
Good morning, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Super Model daily briefing for Friday the 22nd of the 1st 2021. The time is just coming up to 0500 GMT, UK time. Asian session coming to a close, European session just firing up, and our lunchtime is the start of the North American session. So I've written up a few bits to get us underway, so here we go then. So yesterday was Thursday the 21st. We had a positive opposed driver in the pound, so flows were going into the pound, and we had front and backdoor flows going the other way, negative flows, and they were mainly coming out of the dollar, and quite balanced actually out of the yen as well. So the dollar was minus 138 and the yen was minus 131. Intra-week then, so this is the most important intra-week because we're on a Friday. It's the most relevant, if you like. Excuse me. And that Thursday was on activity of plus or minus 269, by the way. So intra-week then, we've got a negative opposed driver in the dollar, and at minus 273. We've got front and back door flows going the other way, so we've got positive flows going predominantly into the pound at plus 209 and the euro at plus 144, and the yen's showing weakness. So let's just look at the intraday flows then before we start talking about them. So this is intraday, which is today basically, so it's Friday the 22nd of the 1st to about 15 minutes ago. Right, so we've got pound yen on the negative, and we've got dollar euro on the positive, plus 41 on the euro, plus 8 on the dollar, minus 8 on the yen, and minus 41 on the pound, and that's on activity of plus or minus 49. Notice that we've got symmetry in the numbers, so basically we can say one or two things. We can say that the pound was the opposed negative driver, making the yen the rock, positive mover, positive secondary driver, or we can reverse it out and we can say the euro was the negative positive driver, the dollar was the positive rock, and the yen was the negative mover, and the pound was the negative secondary driver. So, excuse me. Right, so what's going to knock all this about then? That's the usual what's going on today. Let's have a look. Right, well, we're sort of knocking our way through all these rates events. Wednesday this week we had the CAD. Thursday yesterday, excuse me again, we had the yen, JPY rates decision, and the euro ECB rates decision. Next Wednesday we've got the Fed's rates decision, and on Wednesday we had the inauguration of Biden and the cancellation of the permits on the Keystone Pipeline. So that's a quick whistle stop tour of what's been happening. Now today we've got this Biden press conference at 19:45, which is sort of our evening time, getting to the near the end of the American session, and this is arguably going to knock things around, but more importantly, obviously people will be positioning into that today. So that's what we're looking at, is this positioning into this Biden press conference. What else has been happening? New Zealand inflation came up a little bit higher than expectations, but interestingly the commodity currencies, New Zealand, AUD and the CAD, are all sort of coming off at the moment, and we're looking at sort of that situation, which is interesting. Gold is on a pause, equities are on a pause, oil's on a pause. So let's just look at the analysis then. So yesterday we had pound strength and dollar and yen weakness. So it was fairly risk on in terms of, this is risk on sort of scenario here. Over the week, yes, we've had that scenario. We've had the dollar negatively driving, the yen's been weak, and the pound's been strong, and the euro's been quite strong as well. Now today, intraday Asian session, we've got a reversal of this. So this is what's interesting. We've got pound weakness, and we've got euro strength. We've got yen starting to well, yen is slightly weak, admittedly, and the dollar's starting to come up. So if you look at the positioning and the gears that the complexes are in, so the dollar yesterday was the secondary negative driver. The pound was driving the market, but over the week the dollar's been negatively driving now, and we're starting to see some dollar hints of dollar strength now as we go into this Asian and European session, the start of the European session. So let's just rub this out and work out what the best thing to do today is. Now the big unknown, as we say, is this Biden press conference. It's obviously going to be trying to shape the of the administration to come. It's likely to be a few spanners thrown in the works there. So and we've had significant dollar weakness over the week. We're likely to see a continuation of dollar strength today. So that's the first thing. So we're going to see a continuation of dollar strength. This is, you've still got a bit of yen weakness here, so equities are still thinking about it, but you've got dollar strength starting to happen, and the pound, which was pumped, is the obvious target for taking a cold bath on the way down. So the pound complex is likely to come off. That leaves us with the euro and the yen. Right, so the yen is going to be likely to be neutral because of the equity transmission. They're going to be twitchy until Biden said his bits, likely. So it's likely to be neutral to a slight increase in the yen, we believe. So you're going to get a bit of risk off. So you've got this sort of flows into the dollar, out of the pound, neutral to into the yen, and then so you're likely to see neutral to outflows in the euro. So where does that leave us in terms of, well, if you're trading gold, be very wary because you might see a sustained rise in the dollar. So gold is likely to be soft, neutral to soft. Likewise, oil neutral to soft, and noticeably copper has if you look at the charts, copper's now at this sort of situation. So we are at a pause. Right, so where's the best place to stick your stick today? Well, we think the pound dollar cable, we think the pound complex is going to come under pressure. The dollar complex is going to be on the rise. So we think short. Ooh, broke the chalk, not good. short pound dollar is the way to go. Hope that was useful. Have a look out for the weekly review, which will be coming out tomorrow hopefully, and if not, see you Monday. Thank you very much.